But I said I didn't know any of this. I didn't know any of this. That I'm sitting here confused in this amazing world where something so strange is happening. The world is full of darkness and there is war all over the place, and Islam is being accused of the greatest of atrocities, and that Muslims are not doing much to help. That I sat in my own house confused about how to say or communicate what were the words that my sister, peace and blessings be upon her, called. And she reminded me, tomorrow is the great Eid, the great celebration of the Muslims. Will you be going? I said, of course I will be going. I will be bringing me and all of my family. I said, how about you? She said, well, yes, I'll be bringing my kids, but usually when we get together after the prayer and eat, one of them's got to go to school, one of them's got to go to work. Why don't we get together at night? And I said, I can't make it at night. Sorry, sis. She said, well, maybe some other time. But then something miraculous happened, even though we had not planned it, that all of us went to the prayer, donning our most beautiful clothing. Thanks, Mom. And we go to see the other Muslims, and as all of the Muslims all over the earth are bowing and praying to the Lord Most High, Muslims at the same time are circling the house of the Lord, bearers of the light, in counterclockwise fashion to the house of the Lord on the earth that establishes the light. I'm going to tell you a tale that is so strange. And so it is at that point that all the Muslims listen to the speech, and then we embrace each other, and then we leave. And I come back towards home, and we end up going to my sister's house because she says, let's all just get together. And so when I get to my sister's house with all of the family, I see a book on the table. And it says, Signs of the Hour. Now, as I said, all of me and my family and my nephews and nieces and sisters and children have been talking about the signs of what is going on. As people who are searching for the truth, when we talk to other believers, we always talk about what are the true signs of what are going on. And we are hearing great tales of catastrophe and calamities to come and prophecies of death and destruction and things that I am going to tell you of, but just not yet. But still, I don't know the truth of the light as I am revealing it to you on this auspicious moment that will be marked by the Lord. That will be marked by the Lord. I see this book and I start picking it up and I read it. And I'm looking through some of the things and I find some statements about something that happened during the time of the Prophet Muhammad. And so I'm discussing these things with my nephews and nieces and spending the time with my family and talking about different things, and we're all having the discussion. And as always, you know, the family eats and we share food and then we break apart and we go our own ways. And no one plans anything, and no one says, you know, we should do something, that we should be paying attention to the signs, because all of us, and I'm saying myself that I am no better than anyone else, all of us are the sons of Adam, and we forget the truth sometimes. We are deceived, or the light gets covered and we forget to remember. And when you understand my words as I complete the tale, you will be more amazed than you are right now. Later on that evening, I am sitting at home alone, and I am thinking to myself, what is it that I must do? How do I start to actually make a difference and really do things? I mean, I'm on the radio, I'm trying to get on television, I'm trying to write a book, I'm trying to give audio lectures, I'm doing these little video podcasts and video things on YouTube. I'm trying to do little things, but I really don't understand what I'm supposed to do. And I told you that when someone who tells you the story of the truth reveals to you the way they got the truth of the light, it must be something that is so incredible and so unbelievable that you can't believe that the Lord Most High is that generous. La ilaha illallah. There's only one God. And so when understanding the fundamentals, let's not get lost. we said that he is the Lord Most High, creator of all of the universe, the one who knows all things and is planner of all things, greater than any alien or jinn or even angel of the Lord made of the light, that he made us, sons of Adam, as the most superior race, both genetically, as the other races will tell you, and breathed of the light. He taught Adam the word and the names of all things. And so as I speak to you in the English language, in this strange occasion, telling you a story that you have never heard before, I remind you to remember the fundamentals. That when someone tells you the story of the truth, they tell you that they received the light in the same way that every single person who has ever received guidance from the Lord has ever gotten it. They always tell you the truth, and that truth is there is no medium or divining rod. There is no supernatural element or material. There is no artifact or trinket or talisman. Those who have understand what I'm telling you about the nature of the Lord, who taught us and gave us the word, that he is the planner of all things, higher and greater than anything we can imagine, that no icon or symbol or image or triangle can depict. He is of the light. And so all bearers of the truth remind all other sons of Adam that the way to seek the light is, of course, to go out and do as the prophet told you, to read and gain information. And I went through my own story to describe what I have been through to try and get to this point. Being a man of age, of children, having gray in my beard, and spent time traveling the earth, even to the holy house of the Lord. But the way, as I said, at this point, I still didn't understand anything that I'm telling you. And so how is it that you truly gain the light? It's so amazingly true that you already know it, but you didn't believe it because no one told you the story. I sat there in my home in the dark on my chair with my laptop in front of me thinking about different things, and I actually did what every son of Adam who has ever gained any portion of the light does, and Allah, if he chooses by his will, blesses them. I asked Allah, the Lord Most High, taught Adam the words, and any of you, no matter who you are, is able to speak. And Allah, the Lord Most High, is hearer of all things. I did this secret that every one of you have always known. It is the only way to gain the light. Seek and ye shall find. The truth is always right in front of you. I said, "Oh Lord, please give me a way to be able to speak because I need to be able to tell the truth." And I really don't know how. My Father, I realized in understanding at this point that there was something in me that was supposed to remind me that of all things and stories that I was supposed to have known, I was supposed to figure out who I was as a son of Adam. And how could I figure that out unless I learned to respect of all creations of God, the father and mother who bore me? And every person who tells you the story of truth must tell you what I'm telling you, that to gain the light, you ask God. To understand the truth, you must know who you are by connecting to your family. And every person who tells this tale reminds you of the family. And that is why I'm saying it is only because my father, Shamshad Ali, and my noble mother gave me the truth that they didn't even understand themselves, that I'm able to speak to you by the will of God, that my Father asked. He asked the Lord a noble prayer, and oh my Father, know today that you will see that your prayer has been answered. Please let me take a break.